budget for your home and working with your spouse or significant other on it. That's really going to be what we're talking about today amongst a couple topics related to finances. And I'm going to kick it over to Trav to get us started on some things that he has excelled at through the years.
Well, I wouldn't say excelled, but worked at might be a better term. Most specifically, when it comes to finances, a lot of times relationships, this is one of the biggest things that causes arguments. And usually early on in a relationship, you don't think of that because it's not a topic that typically comes up right away. It was a couple years into our relationship before finances even became a topic we talked about. Now, we did start dating a little bit earlier, but I think understanding how important finances are in a relationship can really progress and make sure things are solidified where you don't, maybe you won't see like areas of concern in the future.
And two, just to add that, your the dynamics of how you handle finances might change throughout your relationship. So for example, when Trav and I were dating for years and then we were engaged, we actually kept our finances separate up until we were married. And then for us, our strategy, we chose to have a joint account where we paid bills out of, and recreational fun things, whatever that might be out of that same account. So,
but yeah, understand there are different strategies to how you and your relationship, I should say, decide to do finances. But more or less, what the one thing I really wanted to get at is understand how you are when it comes to spending and how you are when it comes to tracking. So, for example, me, I'm a little bit more okay with spending money. She doesn't really have to ask me, in my eyes, to spend something on something she wants within reason. Now, vice versa, it's not the same way. She's a little bit more tighter with the purse strings, so to speak. So running things by her, though, is important. So I think understanding that and talking about that can really get rid of any future issues. So
yeah, I wanted to jump in too. I think it depends quite a bit on that strategy that Trav talked about. Maybe your approach is, I can spend money liberally. I can spend money in any way, shape, or form up to a certain dollar amount. And then after that, if it surpasses $75, then I talk to my spouse about it. It just depends on your own strategy with that. One thing that has helped us quite a bit is setting up a budget. Not certain if any of you guys have heard of a zero-based budget before, but that's really assigning all the money that comes in to a specific place. So at the end of the budget session, or however you want to do that, that value should be zero. And the reason why it works so well, and what we found, is unless you tell your money where to go, it's just going to leave, unfortunately. So having a budget and be